All right, let me say it right now.
Is
This is why D&D is so much better as a podcast instead of YouTube. Because, like, YouTube, you can see us looking around everywhere. Like, here's my dice over here. Here's my whiteboard. Here's my iPad. And all that stuff, and I'm trying to talk. And if I try to cut out like all the blank parts, it's just going to be a bunch of us skipping all over the place. Whereas a podcast, like you can't see any of that. It's just nice and floaty.
It wouldn't be us skipping all over. It would be us swooshing all over.
That's true.
But if there's this much, I'm not swooshing all over the place. That would get annoying.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to New Game Plus, a YouTube podcast where we play Dungeons and Dragons, among other nerdy things. But that's what we're doing today, so that's why I said it first.
And that's what I love doing. I love Dungeons and Dragons.
There's a fly on my wall.
It is fun.
It's me. It's the government. Watch out.
I know. There are no birds. There are no flies. They're all government drones.
Just government drones, baby. I did not set my mic up. We know this is gonna take a while, so let's play some freaking Dungeons and Dragons, baby.
Yes, sir. So we rolled you guys up last week. How did you guys end up with stat-wise?
Oh, goodness gracious. What do you want to know? You just want to know my stats? My strength is 9, so I have a -1. That's fun. But I'm a water genasi. I really don't care. 16 for dexterity, 17 for constitution. That includes my stat boost from whatever. 16 intelligence, 12 wisdom, 12 charisma. Is that what you want to hear? Is that what you want to hear?
I mean, that's fine.
38 total HP. Yeah. Anything else? Anything else?
Level 5.
Squishy. Yeah, level 5.
Remind us of your name, please.
Yeah, it's Aquafina.
That's what I thought. Just wanted to make sure that was.
It is, and for those that didn't hear in the back, it is Aquafina. Yeah.
Aqua.
Can we get it one more time?
Yeah, Aquafina.
There's like 4 H's in there.
Aquafina.
Quafina.
It's like a really weird person sneezing. Aquafina.
It's like, is that like AHKHWHAH?
There should be that many H's, but sadly there's only one. I'm not creative enough.
Taylor, character.
So I'm very sad to say this, but if I was to put Chauncey McGee up against William Scheinmeister, I think Will would win. I think Bill would win. Because Chauncey had a 7 as one of his stats, and none of Bill's stats are below 11. Bill is he's OP, he's a well-rounded dude. Way of the Drunken Master Monk, my suburban dad, Bill. He is on an adventure to avenge the city that got destroyed, his homeland. He's very pessimistic. He's always aware of what's going on. Ex-Marine, an acolyte, neutral good. Rude to those not committed to hard work, doesn't care about money, and some of the fun things that I got to figure out while I was doing my character building, he gets to carry around like a set of he gets to either have like an instrument or like a set of tools. So he has a set of carpenter tools, so he carries around a toolbox, and he fiddles with things. It's one of his traits. So he's
and breaks them.
And he breaks them. So he's always got a natty light in one hand and his toolbox in the other, ready to work on his boat. And one day he'll get that dang thing fixed.
I feel like that if he's a suburban dad, he has to have craft beer. It can't be trashy beer.
No. Craft beer is for people in their early 20s that don't have kids. I don't think craft beer is
middle-aged men who are still trying to be in their early 20s.
You know what? You got me.
Well, this could go 1,000 different ways because Bill's kids are dead, so he doesn't have any kids to hold him back money-wise. He also since he doesn't care about money.
Wait, is it canon that your family actually died?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
All right.
His homeland got destroyed, so that's what I'm thinking about.
I thought you became a monk because you didn't want to make love to your wife anymore.
My wife died, so
he
feels too attached to his wife. And one of his things is, since money holds no weight, I feel like he's kind of a, what do they call them? Crap, it's a Rimworld trait. Come on, Taylor, you know this. It's the one where like you
ascetic.
Yes, ascetic. Yes. So like he doesn't do craft beer because that's just too much. Like that's too
true.
expensive. Like Natty
Yeah.
Light is it's efficiency.
Oh,
Man.
he's a penny
He's the
pincher.
guy. He's the guy that goes into Family Fare with 12 empty cans and gets a 40 of King Cobra.
with the $1.20 that he gets back.
Yep.
That's him.
And the reason I know that is because I had several guys every night that would bring in 12 empty bottles or cans and get themselves a 40 of Cobra, and it's. I didn't even want to try it because
It'll bite you.
of that. Yeah.
Oh, and then you would, and then would you go back to your home at?
Hey,
Taylor.
do your worst, Tay Tay. And he's gone.
I had to do it one time. It's the last one.
Taylor, it's road.
Mm.
Yeah.
Dang,
I
got
know
that wrong.
I know you're not good with surnames, but
You
if
need
you
them.
remember correctly, even your old address at. So it could be the same.
You know what's really funny? I just found out that I could just mute you guys. So I feel it coming and I just muted you.
Oh man. Cody, let's
Let's
go.
let's
Let's
play
go.
frackin' D&D in
Noon.
Neverwinter,
And
which is the setting for this adventure. So basically, events have happened. You guys have your backstories. You guys have your events that have happened to you individually. So what has happened is it was actually Ahua that that had forced an entire neighborhood out of their homes to make way for a strip mall, and one of these unfortunate displaced citizens was our friend Bill here, and it's funny because where your guys' adventure begins, that was actually a blessing in disguise, because the two of you find yourselves standing in front of an odd-looking building. It's kind of ramshackle, wood and metal, kind of just thrown together in a shack, which is approximately 12 by 12. Just odd-looking building. And you're standing in front of this building hesitantly. This building is the abode of Old Mad Scoggins, who was a crazy gnome wizard who was considered mostly harmless until recently.
Did you say
One of
old?
his
Did you say Old Man Scoggins?
Old Mad Scoggins.
Old Man Scoggins, man, I know that guy.
Everybody knows that guy, but
Everybody knows
he's
that guy.
considered a fairly harmless wizard until recently. One of his crazy experiments at his satellite facility in the sleeper ward inadvertently opened a portal to the water plane, which immediately began gushing unrelenting amounts of water into the city, resulting in massive flooding, damages, several casualties, one of which the body of old Scoggins himself. The portal remains open to this day, a day later, continuously pouring water. City officials have managed to divert it from getting into other districts, but it still is a threat, particularly because when portals to other planes are involved, creatures may
Spill out. Yeah. Important question, I think.
Yeah.
Am I wearing fly fishing boots? Those really, really like knee-high, rubber, insulated looking boots.
You are absolutely not. As a water genasi,
Galoshes?
you don't care.
You say
galoshes?
I don't know. Are they? What's a galosh? Sounds like a food, like goulash. Is it the same thing? Are you
No,
thinking of
galoshes are rain boots, you idiot.
I was on the right track. Wait, were you calling me an idiot or him?
Definitely me.
Yes.
That's valid.
That's right.
So,
we're trying to figure out how to close this portal.
City officials have dispatched messengers to the north, to cities to the north, to seek help from adventuring parties, official registered adventuring parties. But you guys know that the days or weeks that it could take to get someone down here could be devastating. So, utilizing the last of your political connections, Aqua, you have discovered where Old Mad Scoggins' home is, and Bill, partially in an attempt to keep an eye on Aqua, and partially as a way to get your home back potentially, have tagged along with him. So the two of you are now standing outside this ramshackle abode, and that's where you are currently.
Well, Bill, certainly glad to be working with you, but how do you say we get this portal closed?
How do you say we do? I'm down with
How
it.
do
Let's go.
how do you say? That's what I
How do you
say.
say it?
I say things like, how do you say we get this portal closed?
How do you say? I'd say we do it right now and we do it real nice and clean like.
Real nice and clean like? All right, how do we do that? Do we just
nice
jump
and clean
right in?
like.
You just want to jump right in? Let's open the door. How about we open the door?
I'd say it's a good idea if we open the door. Let's open the door.
Let's open the door, Bill.
The title of this little
oh,
one shot is going to be Prince of the Hill.
Prince of the Hill. Well, hey, Mr. Aqua, what do you say we knock on the door? I hate to be rude. I hate to be insurance on
doubt-
property.
I doubt.
Should they not have consent?
Old man, Miss Scrubbins, old mad Schlubbin,
Old man Scroggins.
Slubbin,
Old man Scroggins. Still
Surfer
Scroggins.
boy.
Hasn't stopped being Scroggins.
Old mad Scroggins is dead.
It's
so
funny
I don't
'cause
think
it never was Scroggins. It
old
was
man
Scoggins.
Scroggins is dead. So I think it's okay if we just walk right in there.
Well, after you then, sir.
That's very kind of you. I am just a little old water Jenny. So you.
Wow, you sure do like to drop the hard G, don't you? Wow.
I sure
That was
do,
pretty-
man.
That was pretty
I
quick.
hate myself
Well-
so much. All right, let's go ahead and open up this door.
All right, let's say
I open the door.
All right, so it resists at first, but it does eventually kind of creak open. It's hard to open, and it pushes back against you. It's one of those like really springy doors where like it just wants to be closed. So you guys push the door open.
I don't really have the
slip
strength.
in.
I don't really have the strength for this, man. I got a 9. That means a -1
It's-
modifier. You want to open up this door?
It's a
crazy that
door,
they say-
so yeah, you
it's-
got it.
Well, it's
Okay.
crazy that you said that this door wants to stay open because this door wants to stay closed because I want this door to open. So I'm gonna open the door.
All right, doors
Apparently,
open.
this
You
guy
guys-
doesn't know how to open doors.
Push the door open, and you.
I do know how to knock them down, though. You know what I'm saying, Bill?
I know what you're saying. Oh, I know. I hear what you're saying. You negative one
And it's-
modifier, you.
And as soon as you guys slip through,
Spraying a pinky.
it creaks and closes behind you. And as soon as it shuts, a light clicks on, and you hear a ding, and you hear a voice coming over from somewhere, and it says, "In the event of the master's demise, intruders shall no longer be processed." And the floor parts and slides to either side, revealing a staircase heading down.
Well, shoot, that was awful lucky that he's dead, isn't it? Because that probably would have gone a lot worse.
Yeah, sure is, Bill. I say we just head right on down. You know, just dive right into the madness. You know what I'm saying? Let's get down there, Bill. Let's get this all figured out. Get those good people back on dry land. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get down these stairs.
I see madness. I say we dive right into it and get these people not safe and secure. All right,
Let's
I'm
do
gonna
it. Let's do it,
Let's
Bill.
do it. Let's do it, Bill. Oh, but Aqua.
I'm not Bill. Yeah, you know, the former district overseer, the sleeper ward in the River District. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
I'm very
Also-
well aware of who you are. Of course. Absolutely.
That
We go down the stairs.
That stopped me right. That stopped me right in my tracks. Let's go down those stairs.
Okay, so you guys
Don't
head
tread
down
on
the
me,
stairs.
Aqua.
And as you guys do, it's like one of those like there's almost like the motion sensor lights that are flickering on, but you can't really see a source for the light. It's like up in the ceiling of this like very nicely carved stone hallway. Floor and ceiling is stone, but along the sides is wrought steel and glass all the way down, and there are just rooms on either side full of various equipment that you guys don't really recognize.
This seems like a lot of really crazy shenanigans, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sure does, Bill. Mr. God, sir, do we happen to see this is where the water's coming from? Is it coming from down here?
Why don't you both of you roll me some perception checks?
Okay.
It's just awful, guys. Let's see. Actually, I have +2. That's not. All right, I'm not rolling this dice. Where's my prison?
I got a 4.
I got an 8.
All right.
You guys both just kind of are standing there looking a little bit overwhelmed at all the things you see.
That's a bit overwhelming, wouldn't you say, Bill?
I'd say it seems pretty overwhelming.
But the main hallway continues straight down.
Mr. Aqua, do you feel water anywhere? You're water based, aren't you? Why can't you feel water somewhere? Don't you feel it somewhere around here?
I always feel water, son.
Yeah, but don't you feel water exteriorly?
Do I feel
outside
water?
of your general area?
Let me ask you a question. Do I feel water exteriorly? Exteriorly? Yes, that's what he said.
Let's see. Because we're on nature check.
I'll do that.
My dumb word got you a dice roll, so you're welcome.
I got a 7.
And you wasted it.
You don't feel water externally.
Externally.
You don't. You feel some
exteriorly.
sweat. You feel a sensation, and then you just realize it's your nasty, sweaty body.
Yeah, it's just my
Trickling
nasty,
down
sweaty
your back.
body, Bill. That's all it is. This nasty water, Jenny's body. That's all. I'm worthless, good for nothing, man. All right, let's just keep on walking.
So, let me know what do you guys know what your passive perceptions are?
I do. Mine is 11.
Well,
okay. So just walking by the first few rooms, the only thing that you've seen that catches your eye with your 12 there, is one room has a rat in it, and the rat is kind of jumping around on its hind legs.
I got. All right.
Aqua, you check this thing out right here.
Yeah, I love animals
jumping
more
on its
than
hind legs.
I specifically love animals more than I love people. That was something that was decided last week, so I'm gonna go ahead and check on this rat, even though I hate animals in real life. All right, let's go check it out.
Bill puts his rat
So-
trap. Bill puts his rat trap back into his toolbox very slowly.
Why don't you go ahead?
Yeah,
why don't you
sorry.
go ahead and
Of course.
just lay low, Bill? I'll take care of this. I'm gonna go over to the rat and attempt to communicate with it.
Yeah, so you go to the room. It has like one of them sliding doors, glass doors, and as you slide it open, you hear this.
Help me! Help me! Help!
Hey, I love animals so much, I must be able to talk to this one. I'm gonna go help this rat. I'm gonna go over and pick up.
Be behind him.
I'm
and
gonna
be ready.
pick up the rat.
Okay, as you get close to the rat, you pick him up. He can't really resist. He's a rat, and you're, well, humanish. And you hear him say,
Oh, I got it. So you gotta help me. Alright?
What can I do for you there, son or daughter?
Okay.
What are you?
First off, well, I'm a rat. I'm also not a rat. I'm a human. I need some help.
Well, I don't
he,
see
like-
that in you. I know what humans look like. You don't look like a human to me.
he turns around and points his like nose and like waves a paw towards the other end of the room where there are two human-ish size pods against the far wall with like all kinds of wires and pipes going and connecting
I
between
know this.
them and
I've
going
seen
up to the ceiling.
movies.
And he says,
Just put me,
"There, one has a door open, one has a door closed." And he says,
put me in the door, one with the door open.
Yes,
and then come
sir.
back here and activate this little arcane ward here on a table, alright?
Is that just a button that I press after I put you in there?
It looks like a shiny magical button, yeah.
I think I can do it. All right, Mr. Rat,
Going
sir.
to
Here you
be
go.
at
I'm gonna
the
put him
other
in the thing.
closed pod with my fists out in case he comes out fighting.
Jeez.
So I'm like,
Okay, I'm gonna put him.
I shotgun a natty light and then I throw the can to the side and get my fists out.
Perfect. All right,
All right.
here you go, Rat, sir. I put him right in there, and then I'm gonna walk over to this button. Reset this
like-
button right here, Mr. Rat Man.
He like sits up on his like hind legs and he's like,
Get that one right there, yep.
All right, I'm gonna press the one next. I'm just kidding. I'll press that one. And I press the
okay.
one.
So as you press it, it's not actually like a physical button. It's kind of weird. Like you press it and your hand just kind of like sinks into it a little bit and it glows and the door closes on the rat and you hear this and you start seeing lights flash and like weird like crackles of magic going through the wires on the tubing and more weird noises. And some time goes by. You notice like a little sign above it. Do either of you speak Gnomish?
No, sir, I do not.
How close is it to halfling?
I'll allow you to
Nah.
make an intelligence check.
I definitely didn't make that my dump stat. I didn't do that. Who does that? Who makes intelligence their dump stat except for like 70% of players? Oh, balls.
Everyone that's not a wizard or an artificer.
That's all right. I still have a 12.
Yeah, it's not much like halfling at all.
Well, thank you for letting me roll for it.
Bill, I'm gonna
Gotta
need
give
you
you
to
the chance.
Bill, I'm gonna need you to put them fists down. This gentle rat seems like a nice person. Why don't you just go ahead and step over? It's not like he's a water genasi or nothing. So why don't you just step back away from that
I met
door
some nice
there?
people in my. I met some nice people in my life, and they killed my
steam,
family. So.
Steam billows out as the one that Bill is sitting in front of opens, and steam kind of billows out, and you can see a dark silhouette in behind the steam, and you hear, oh, good to be a human again. Oh, my lord. Oh, my whole body itched. There was so much fur. It was everywhere. It's so hard to walk when you're a rat. Do you guys know that? Oh,
Well,
my God.
I can tell you this: I liked you much more when you were a rat, because specifically, I like animals more than I like people.
He stumbles out, and he is completely naked.
This is not a sight that I want to see. I'll go ahead and give you my pants. Wait, nobody wants to see that.
Wait a
neither.
minute. No.
So I'm gonna look around for some sort of cloth or clothing. Can I look around for some
I'll
cloth?
give him like my. I'll give him my shirt to put around himself to be more modest.
The
I have a
shirt
big
off
beer
his
gut
back.
that kind of popped. The shirt was a
Yeah.
little tight on me, and again, it sucked my beer gut in a little bit. But as soon as my shirt came off, it just like popped right out. It was just kind of
gotcha.
hanging there.
Fair enough. I would have done the same,
yeah.
but understand that nobody wants to see the skin of a water genie, so I'm not gonna go ahead and give him that.
I give him my shirt
he
and then I hand him a
visibly-
natty light as well. So, like,
He
you need this
visibly
too.
reacts to the Ginny. He goes, domestic, and sets it on the table.
All right, he's a good one. He's a good one. Oh, some of y'all just need to. Bill drinks it.
So he's like,
Wastes a good beer.
yeah, y'all aren't the crazy magician guy. Whoa, what are you guys doing down here?
Old man Scoggles? Old Matt Scoggles?
Say it, crazy
Old-
magician guy.
old
Turned
man
me into a
scrotum?
rat.
Little gnome guy?
Scrotum. Oh man, sorry. Is it showing? He like adjusts his loincloth
Nah,
shirt down there.
old man scrotum.
Oh.
You know, he
Oh.
went and died. I think he opened up a portal to a water world. I think it's a water park. We're gonna go check it out, see if we can't close it and then charge admission.
Oh shoot, man. Yeah. Okay.
Well, we need to be open to charge
um,
admission. No one wants to go into a closed park.
I guess I'm just gonna get out of here then.
Well, now hold your horses.
Do you have any information that a DM might have given you that you could tell us and maybe help us out? Do you happen to know where water's coming from?
Have you been further in here? Is this as far as you've gone into this little basement?
Well, it's funny that you say that because a rat's not the first thing you turned me into.
Oh
He
my,
turned me
this
into-
sounds like some craziness down here.
Yeah, well, I guess this machine. I heard him talking to himself that it was some kind of polymorphic machine or something like that. But he turned me into a fish, and he took me down. There's a big room. The second to last door on the left down there takes you into like a big room.
Sounds like that might be somewhere you take a fish
With
is to a
water.
water portal. Maybe try to get you down there so you can live. Am I right?
Yeah,
Got a big
he's
old
trying
aquarium
to-
down there with some coral in it. I said coral.
He's trying to
Did you
get
hear
me to
that? Coral?
swim, but going from human to fish, it ain't easy to swim with fins. I don't know if you know that or not, but
I believe it. You got so many things that you got to worry about. Like, how do gills work? You know what I'm saying? You're so used to lungs and breathing air, and then you
He's
switch
like-
to gills.
he's like looking at your neck. He's like, "Oh yeah, go ahead."
Why would you say? Why would you not just say it? What are we
Because he's
insight check?
funny.
23.
You're not. Just Taylor. He is disoriented, and he has been a rat for a while. There is no lie in this man's words, and as a suburban dad with kids, you're pretty good at spotting lies. And this guy seems legit. He's. I mean, he was
what's
a
your-
rat.
What's
You
your
saw
name
that.
there, son?
I honestly don't remember. I didn't really get one in
You
preparing.
didn't get
for
one.
this
Did you not have a
session.
life before? You caught me off guard there. Goodness gracious. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and call you Tiddlywinks. How do you feel about that? Is Tiddlywinks? That's a good name.
That's
think
fine.
that's-
I'm sure that as soon as I get out of here, I'll remember my real name.
All right, that sounds good.
Real quick, Mr. Winks, you said second door on the left on the end here, right?
Second to last door.
Second to last door. This is my apologies. Second
On the
to
left,
last door on
yeah.
the left over here. Okay.
Yep.
Did you hear him? Did you hear any trigger words come from the crazy mad wizard Skaganaz?
Well, what I do know is it seemed like a special kind of room where there was two paths that needed to be taken, and perhaps some teamwork needed to be done to get to the end.
Did he happen to have a partner that you knew of?
He turned me into a fish to help him.
Well, that
He
just
was-
seems
so-
that just seems
Yeah.
cruel.
It didn't
Mr.
go well.
Mr.
I
Winks here was the
I
partner.
suggested otter because they are both aquatic and adorable. But
How long you been down here,
you
good
know.
man? Good tiddlywinks.
I don't remember. It's all I know.
Now,
Why don't you? Sorry.
this is important information. Did you know that sometimes otters rape seals?
That's the other way around, I think.
Really consider. Well, I'm sure that they get angry and it goes the other way too. Now listen.
Well,
listen,
just
how-
otter has
let's
the
t-
size and capability. Let's not talk about this.
As someone that plays Zoo Tycoon a lot, Bill, I'd expect you to know that. I'm not
there's
stealing
not
this
a lot
from
of
you.
raping that goes on in Zoo Tycoon.
I don't
I
know,
was hoping
man.
you
I
would get
played that
otters.
game a
You
little
get
bit. I saw some sketchy stuff in there. If you put a line with an emperor penguin, you know what I'm saying? It gets pretty
The
nuts.
emperor penguin devours the lion. I know it's crazy.
It
It's
is
just
crazy.
wild.
You'd think it would be the other way around, but man,
how
that
about
game's
that?
just nuts. It's just plain nuts.
I remember playing that when I was a kid, and I remember some kind of like spectator exhibit where there was like a mini beholder. That was front, I guess, as
yeah,
they
that
walked
was my
by.
favorite exhibit.
I was too poor to get that expansion.
Unfortunate, but
Well, Bill,
Well,
if you had been born a water
if you guys
genie
don't
like
need anything
myself,
else, I'm gonna bounce.
Listen, Mr. Winks, the Owl Bear game is on. Why don't you go get yourself your fancy beer, have a seat on that couch, just catch the game, and get you through the next 4 or 5 hours as you're coping with your own identity.
then why don't you
I
head
think that's
down
what
to
you're
my
gonna need.
my prior
I'm gonna do
office at the I'm checking what at the sleeper ward in the River District. Why don't you go find out the municipality building down there and see if they can't hook you up with a job? Say your old friend Aquafina helped you out. How about that? You get yourself a job, maybe contribute to society. You think that's a good idea?
Take care of
I
yourself
appreciate
first a
that.
little bit.
I will.
Absolutely.
I will head down. I will head straight down to that flooded district and get.
Hey man, you've
sorted.
been a fish before. I think you know how to swim. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
As long as I don't have fins, I'm good. Peace.
All right, get out of here. I'd slap his butt as he's walking away. Get out of here.
You
All right,
give him the
all
good
right.
game.
Good game. Good job, Percy.
I kiss him on the cheek.
My name was Percy all along.
Oh God!
He guessed it. How bananas is this situation? I said we head down to the second to last door on the left. I believe he said, "Let's get down there."
And he only seemed like the right kind of man, so absolutely. I
All
can't.
right.
I cannot devolve into Bradley. I got it. Okay, let's go.
What is happening?
I'm getting rid of Bradley. I don't know. I'm choking him out. I don't know.
He's choking Bradley out.
I think I'm
All
gonna
right.
repress my vocal cords anyway.
So you guys make your way down to the second to last door on the right, and you
Left, my friend. Left.
left. You're right. Left. Test.
My right,
Because
your
they're
left.
DM.
As a test.
Oh, and second to last door on the right is a giant room of annihilation. We walk in and we just die.
Let's head west and go to
West.
the left door down there.
Oh man, is it? I heard that. Isn't it in like 2 weeks we're gonna be celebrating Easter? Oh, I can't wait to eat
Yeah, with that
jack-o'-lantern.
giant, with
All
that
right,
giant
you guys
chicken
go
that
through the
births, with that giant chicken that births actual chicks and not eggs. It's crazy, man.
Crazy. All right, we go to the second to last door on the left.
All right. So you guys go down to the second dice floor on the left. This is the only door that's not in like a glass room. It's just a door between 2 rooms, and you guys push it open. It swings open, really smooth and silent.
Doesn't want to stay closed.
No, it's just a normal door. It's got like the little thing like that your sliding glass or that your screen doors
door?
have, where it has like the little hydraulic thing where it slowly.
See-
Oh,
closes.
right.
Oh, I feel like every other screen door, like none of them work. You have to like move them up and move them into this track again, and then still don't work. I don't know. I'm talking
Not
about
that
screen
one.
door. God, I hate
Not
that
the
thing.
slidey ones.
Oh,
He's talking about like
ones that-
before the actual
This
front
is
door.
a
Yeah, let's
No,
talk.
but
Let's
and
talk
it's like-
about this more.
And it's like.
the worst scene setting in the whole world.
Cody,
and
now
I'm
tell me,
ashamed
does
of
it also have one of those upper halves of the window that if you push it up, it's glass, if you pull it down, it's a screen?
Unfortunately, no. It seems like he didn't spring for the nice model. This one's solid all the way up and down.
Oh,
no
old man Scrotum really didn't. He didn't really like that convenience and.
I know he's
all
got
that
glass
good stuff.
doors on every other room here, but not this one. It's like he ran his budget right here. Boom.
I don't
He's
know
just being
about.
efficient. I can understand trying to save a couple dollars. I can see it.
So, you guys enter the door, and the door that or the room that you walk into is relatively small as far as like the standing room that you have here. But it's like a glass. It almost looks like an observation deck. You're standing here and it's glass all around, and you can see out. It's kind of dark, kind of dim the farther down you go, because the motion sensing lights haven't popped on yet above there. But what you see in front of you is a solid metal door on your right, and then on your left is a pool of water, and like there's like a post-it note like above the pool, and it's scribbled "not yet breathable" on the post-it note above the water. And go ahead and roll perception checks in here.
All right, don't mind if I do. May not be breathable to him, but I definitely got a 6. I might be switching up dice here in a second.
I'm too busy drinking another natty light because I got a nat 1.
I just have the worst.
I just threw my dice into the tray and it rolled a 20. Screw you, dice. That is rude.
Use the tray, Taylor. Use the tray.
Yes,
It wants to be in the tray. It wants to be cradled as it's rolled.
Maybe it should pull itself up by its bootstraps and roll on the freaking ground like the rest of us.
My apologies.
Anyway.
I actually got a 5.
Thank you for the amendment.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
So just looking out, you guys don't notice anything particular. You can only see the very, very basics. Looking through this glass window, you can see what appears to be a glass tube full of water, that is, I mean, probably 10 feet in diameter, that kind of meanders through the room. And then on the right side, you can see what looks like just a straight stone wall that lines up with the door, kind of. You can assume that it's basically like a hallway. Way, way, way off in the distance, you can see just the faintest blue speck of light.
Okay, so we see a stone wall, like kind of just off to the right a little bit, but kind of lines up with the door.
Yeah, but it's going like straight away from you guys.
Right. So it's like
Yeah.
it's like we're coming into the bottom right of a box. Okay, and it's an observation deck. It's all water in here.
No, not in here. The pool, going down from the pool is like that tube that's full of water, and that tube is full of water going on.
What's
not
below
breathable
us?
probably for a mad gnome wizard, but maybe for
A water genie.
genasi.
Oh yeah.
it might be breathable.
Yeah,
Do you
but
want to put your head in there and see? I'll
I
keep
do.
my head on. I'll grab him by the nape of the neck in case I need to pull him back up.
now, Bill,
Take a deep breath.
make sure you don't put that knife in my back. You hear? We're here to help
All
each
right.
other. All right, let's go ahead and see what
Face
happens.
down.
I immediately stick my head in the water.
It is
breathe
perfectly
it.
breathable for a water genasi.
Perfect. Oh man, this is some great water. I think it's rich in
It actually
alkalines.
is. It is actually super like sterile, purified water. Like it is super clean.
It's almost like something you get in a Fuji bottle. Fuji. What is it? Fiji.
Aqua, do you think we could ever get water like this in just in our city's water system? Because
I don't think we have
I
the
feel
budget
like
for
the
that.
last time I turned my tap on, it kind of got a little brown at one point.
Well,
This
you know,
just
I'm no
seems so-
longer with the district. They don't like me down there so much anymore. I still got some contacts, but man, they don't really have the budget for clean water. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to fix the roads right now.
You do recall your old landlord telling you to try a new faucet because it's probably just rust.
Oh, oh man, I was getting around to fixing that sink, I swear, but I just couldn't get my boat working right, just like I wanted it to.
Well,
Ah.
looking in your toolbox, it looks like you need
So-
some new tools. Lots of them are broken there, Bill.
Oh,
The,
they just need a little bit of TLC. I'll be able to fix them up right nice.
The last
I'm not
thing that
Bradley.
you
I'm not-
notice. The last thing that you notice in this room is next to that door is a lever.
Well, we're in it, man. We're in it for you go big or you go home. I say we pull that lever. What you say, Bill? I'm not gonna do nothing
Pull
without
lever.
talking to you first. All right, let's pull that lever. I'm
That
gonna
lever
pull the
looks
lever.
pullable. Let's pull the lever.
I
You pull the lever.
lever.
And you hear a really muffled
What was
Do it
that?
again.
shoo.
Can I look at the tube? There's something happening in that tube over there, Bill. You see anything?
So if you look down the tube, the calm surface of the water, it kind of curves away from you a little bit. You can't quite see down there.
Not even with my perfect water genasi eyes. Eh?
Perfect water genasi eyes that rolled a 5 on the perception check.
That's fair.
Do it. Just real quick, an investigation of the stone wall.
The stone wall.
Yeah.
Just
Just a quick
okay.
investigation.
Okay.
Hidden
Yeah.
doors and stuff.
All right. Yeah.
I did not roll in the tray. I rolled a natural 1. That's 2 natural ones.
It wants to be cradled, Taylor.
No, I'm sorry. Just get what then. I'm stubborn, and I'm funny. You're in the deal too. I'm gonna go
Treat
with
it like a
another one.
newborn baby. Ain't you ever held a newborn baby?
Yeah,
Cradle that.
until it was
Cradle
very,
it.
violently ripped from me when it died.
I don't know what you're talking about, but you cradle. This is what I do: cradle newborn babies and throw them in a tray.
Oh,
Do you roll them and see what number ends up?
that's a
Fixing it
lot.
up.
Sorry, that's just what I do when I hold water genasi. You know what I'm saying? It's just not a pleasant thing to see a
This
water
is why-
genie baby.
I don't understand.
This is why he doesn't have kids anymore.
I never
Bill.
had. I never had
That's
kids.
me.
I refuse to breed. I hate water genasi.
right.
Big door. I think it was on the right side.
Yeah.
What do you say?
I say I follow. You know what, Bill? I've just led us down into a pointless little tube room here. I'm gonna follow your lead.
Quick check on the door for traps.
Yeah. You rolled nat 1 on your investigation check, right?
The stone wall.
All right. Roll another one for the door then.
All right, I'm not rolling for the door.
12.
It's a leaner.
Better. It was in the tray.
What is it? What are we
2
doing? You said insight.
Investigation.
I got a 14. That's my highest roll yet.
All right. So investigating this door, it is set into the wall. Just looking at it, it doesn't have any kind of handle or anything. Giving it a little push. It doesn't have any give, so you don't think it swings open. It's probably one of them fancy sliding doors that he's got.
Well, I've seen Star Wars. Is there a panel that we can shoot with our blasters?
No.
Okay.
The only thing you have in here is a lever. And it doesn't look like anything that you've done has encouraged this door to open at all.
So it's okay. So it's locked. It's not opening.
Okay,
Even
so
if I push on it.
what else do we see? We see a stone wall, a door, a tube, and
The
where
stone
we
wall's
came from.
outside the observation room.
We're just in the
going off.
observation room. We can't get like down into the. So he came in
the,
here.
The room beyond. No, the only exits to this room are the way you came in, and the stone door that you saw, and then the pool.
Can you get farther in the
Cool,
pool?
Yeah, I could breathe down there, man. Let me swim down there, see what I can find.
Cool.
Hey, you know what? Tiddlywinks, what's his name? Tiddlywinks, that's what we called him. He was a fish, man. They put him right in there. Maybe he went down there. There's a button down there. That might be mighty helpful, don't you think? I'm gonna swim down there.
I just realized he also still has my shirt. Oh,
You don't need a
shirtless.
You know what? You know what,
right.
Bill? You don't need a shirt, man. You looking mighty fine.
Oh, stop it!
You know what
stop
it's
it.
called?
I've been
You know what
lifting a
that's
lot
called? That's called unarmored defense.
All right, I
You know,
jump
you
into
swim
the
and
pool,
take my skin off, too. Just
I'm
no
swimming
armor
down.
All right, so as you swim down, and you like to the point where it kind of starts to bend away, like out into the room that you were looking over. The first thing you notice is that as you're swimming through, you swim through what appears to be a doorway where a door has been opened.
Something tells me
And
that's
just
the
beyond
lever.
just beyond that doorway is you come to a dead end, and there is a lever.
You know I'm about to pull that lever.
You pull the lever,
I pull the lever.
the door in front of Bill opens.
Bill has 4 natty light cans empty around him. Oh man, he figured it out.
So I'm assuming the door behind me shut.
You are correct.
Okay, I know how this goes. I'm gonna pull my lever again, and I'm gonna
Okay.
swim back up. I'm gonna say, now, Bill.
You see 6 natty light cans around him.
Bill, I see you've been drinking, and I tell you what, I
Hey.
accept that. I can't judge nobody. I'm a water ginny. You know what I'm saying? So you go ahead and you do what you gotta do.
Said that a couple times now. I know what you are.
However, how do you feel about having your mind invaded a little bit? Is that okay with you? I'm not going to be checking around no memories. I ain't going to be looking at nothing, I promise. But I do want to speak with you telepathically because I got a little situation down there. How you feel about that?
Now listen, my mind is my property, and
Bill, it sounds like you're a little bit drunk.
So as long as you don't bring any of your stupid agenda into my property, you can do what you want. But if I want you off my property, you get off.
Tell you what, Bill, I'll leave that line of communication open and closed, and the only person to control that is you. How's that sound? You can close it off whenever you want. All I'm going to be doing is talking to you.
He like very dramatically puts his forehead onto Aqua's forehead, like, yes, do it.
As he does that, I am going to cast Psychic Whispers. Psychic Whispers! I get to use once free, or I get to spend one of my psionic energy die to use, but I get it once for free per day. And that is going to allow us to speak telepathically for 1d8 hours. So
It's going to be a 1.
100%. I'm a water genasi. I'm worthless. That's a 7. We get to speak telepathically
on it.
for 7 hours. We can talk just without being. I don't know what the range is. I don't know what the range is. I think it was a mile.
It's massive, yeah.
Yeah, I think is what I read was it was a mile, but I didn't write it down. So all right,
Like
now
rapport spores.
that's right. So thanks, Dadbot. Bill, I'm gonna go back down there. There's a little lever down there. Close the door behind me. Did you see anything happen up here?
Yeah, for a second this door opened.
All right, sounds perfect.
I think it did. I've had a lot of beer.
As he's talking, I'm going to start
beer.
swimming down because I'll just start talking to him in my head. All right, so once that
As
door...
a drunken master monk, though, your tolerance is so crazy high that you're already sobering up.
Ooh, man, all right. Round 2 brings out the night light.
Keep coming.
All right, so in our heads now, I'm swimming back down. I'm at the lever. All right, Bill, I'm gonna pull this lever real quick. So I pull it.
He immediately forgot that you said that, so it's like he's like looking around like
This time, Aqua, you're able to turn and look and see the door behind you.
So it looks
And
like
then
there's a little
Bill-
door down here when I pull this lever that closes. So why don't you go ahead and throw your lever back up?
I put it back up.
Or I pull the lever to the place it wasn't before.
Which I think is pushing it back up.
Right.
What happens when
Yeah.
we do that?
The nothing happens when you do that. It seems like once you activate something that is further ahead, the ones behind it no longer.
So
How
I'm
far
gonna-
away is the door to the lever? The door behind me to the lever that I'm right next to.
It's about 20 feet.
Okay.
You do not have time to pull the lever and swim back through.
I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that at all. All right, Bill, go ahead and put that lever right back down where it was. Thanks, pal. You're a real sweetheart. I'm going to flip my lever back up so that the door
Okay.
behind me opens. I'm going to swim behind it, and I'm going to attack it with my psychic blades. I'm going to
You
see
got-
if I can push it down by like throwing a psychic dagger at it because I have this awesome ability called Psychic Blades. It is my weapon.
You want to try to throw it at that lever and
knock it
the
down.
Door. Okay. You're throwing a psionic knife underwater. Go ahead and roll an attack with disadvantage.
Excuse me, sir. I'm a water genasi. Anything underwater, I can do just as if I was on land.
I don't know. Your knife isn't a water.
All right,
genasi,
that's
though.
true. Go ahead and roll an attack.
I don't know what
Straight
what
up.
I add to it.
Your dex with proficiency, like a normal attack.
So
attack.
so a +6. Okay. I got a 15.
Okay. Your psionic knife flies forward and hits the lever, and the lever is up like this, and your knife hits it. So the lever is. Let me see if I can get this on camera. The lever is up like this, and your knife goes, funk.
X out.
Is there anything else down by this lever? Like, can I do a perception check, or is it just the lever down here?
You can do a perception check. You can also do like a we call it an insight check to try to figure out what's going on here.
All right, I am using a new die because all of my other ones have failed me.
Cradle it.
have
I
a feeling
did.
that we're
I got
supposed to
a
do something.
I got a 13.
I have a feeling
Okay.
we're supposed to do something with my lever first.
Is this which one is this? Is this the perception?
This is insight. Perception would
This
also
is
be
the insight.
13.
Okay. Well, we'll just say for perception, past the lever, like it's not like a dead end and the lever is there. The lever's on the side. So
Oh,
the lever got pulled, and a little bit farther, it looks like there might be a seam for another doorway. For the 13 insight, you recall the words of old Tiddlywinks that it looked like there was two paths for two different people, and maybe a little bit of teamwork was required to advance.
I bet
Bill.
I have to go through. Yes.
When the door opens, you can see a hallway going straight. The first thing that you see is a door at the end of the hallway with a lever next to it.
I'm telling Bill everything that I see or that you described to me.
Yes.
And I will, and I can talk back to you, right, in this whole thing.
Yeah, you can talk back to me.
Rapport
Okay.
spores.
All right, so same idea. All right, so I have just realized that once this door opened at the end of the hallway of the door that just opened, there's a lever in there. $20 says if I pull that, it's gonna get us farther than we are right now.
I bet you're right there, Bill. Why don't you go ahead and wait for me to cross this next threshold before you pull that lever? I'm gonna swim. There's another seam. Looks like where there might be a door, so I'm gonna swim right past that. And
All right, you give me a ring-a-ding when I pull this lever. Tell me when to pull it.
Okay.
all right.
So, so as we start getting into this, go ahead and roll initiative, just so we have a set order that we're going to be doing things in.
I need to. No. Ah. 19.
6. Because my rolls have been awesome.
Yeah. So you're going to. So Bill, the lever that you're by right now is the one that opened the initial door for him down there. So, pulling your lever, your lever never went back up. It has been pulled. The door has been open. You guys jiggled it earlier, but it's still in open position for the first door down there. So Aqua would be the next move in this scenario. Your door is still closed, Bill.
My door is still closed. Okay, so then I hold a reaction. I guess.
I think he said it was
for
my
when
turn.
The door opens.
It is so it is. We're not in a spot right now where initiative matters. But I needed the order for when it does. So, Aqua, you have been like swimming back and forth through this door, trying to fish out this lever. Last thing I remember you doing was going back in to do a perception check. So what do you want to do? Do you want to pull the lever and open Bill's door?
Yeah, so we're at the point where he's pulled his lever, but where I'm at, the lever I'm at is at where it was when I first found it.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull that down, close the door behind me. Right.
Yes, you close the door behind you, Bill, the door in front of you, and now you can see the hallway again.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna start making. Am I good to go? I'm good to go.
You're good. Yeah, you're good to go.
I'm gonna swim past that seam just in case.
Yeah. So the seam is at like the straight end of the hallway.
Okay. Yeah.
Or the tunnel that you're in, the underwater tunnel that you're in.
Yep.
So you are now swimming in front of the seam, the wall with the seam in it.
Okay.
And Bill, as you walk in,
Can I make a perception check as I walk in?
Absolutely. That was what I was going to call for.
All right, this is 10.
Okay.
Haven't sobered up quite enough yet.
So basics. It's stone, nicely worked stone, very intentionally done. The first thing you notice, how tall is Bill?
5'10".
So this ceiling of this room is mere inches above your head, roughly 6 feet, 6 foot ceiling.
No architecture.
But the lights are still coming on in here. The motion sensing lights, so the hallway is lit. The first thing you notice, like I said, looking straight, is a door with a lever next to it. Seems simple enough. The only problem is the 20-foot chasm between you and that door. As you walk up to the chasm, you look down. There are all sorts of. At some point, it was spike trapped. There's spikes at the bottom. Most of those appear to be broken and no longer functioning properly. But it's about a 20-foot fall. And on your left, there is a ladder that extends from the bottom of the pit to the floor where you're at.
Okay.
On a sign next to the ladder, there are simply the words. What did I write? Oh, it's on the next page.
I'm chomping at the bit.
It says, "What faith have ye?"
Can I attempt to Dragon Ball Z style, or I guess Naruto style, or whatever, run along the side of the wall
Okay,
over to the other side?
You can. The low ceiling is going to be imposing disadvantage
Oh,
on
whoa!
acrobatic checks.
Ooh, he saw that one coming.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do it anyway.
All right.
I got a pretty good acrobatics modifier, so
Now, Bill, if you fall and impale yourself, I'm not gonna be able to get back up to you.
I rolled a 19 and a 16, so 23.
Okay, so 23 total. So with a 23, you almost make it.
Oh!
The impressive start that you get is hampered only by the fact that you instinctively duck when you get near the top of the ceiling. While you have the momentum, that slight hesitation robs you of the last 5 feet that you needed to get all the way to the end. Hold on.
Bill, I can sense something incredible happen up there. What did you do?
Can I use my reaction to slow fall so I don't...
So, funny enough, tell me what side you were trying to run on. The left
The
side
right-
or the right
The
side?
right side. It was always in my head. It was the
Okay.
right side.
So the right side, so the opposite side of the ladder. You run along the wall and you see yourself starting to fall into the pit.
Mhm.
So you said you wanted to reaction?
Well, if I see myself starting to fall into the pit, can I just like propel myself off the wall and jump?
Well, I'm assuming that was all part of the motion.
Then
You're trying to jump off the wall.
I see
trying to get
myself
to the
starting to fall.
You're not gonna make it. So if you don't have anything you can do, make me a dex save.
Just do it there, Bill. I know what you're trying to do, man. I would say just do it if you don't mind me metagaming.
Yeah,
a bit.
I'm in a reaction slow fall, so that my damage gets reduced by 25. Would that do any damage to me at all?
No.
Okay. Do I still need to do dex save?
Nope.
Okay.
Way to negate that mechanic there.
It would have just been 2d6 for 20 feet of fall, and yep, you got it.
All right. Cool. Well, boss.
So you can pretty easily make your way
Oh, my stupid chair.
to the back to the ladder if you'd like, but at 20 feet straight up, unless you want to try to somehow climb or jump that.
And the sign
would-
one more time says what?
What faith have ye?
Now, Bill, have you ever played Dragon Warrior Monsters?
No, I think little Billy did though.
Now there's this there's this one beast you got to come across. His name is Big Eye, if I remember correctly.
Big Eye, yeah.
And on this, how about Indiana Jones? You seen Indiana Jones?
Oh my gosh, I have the whole thing memorized. Are you kidding me?
Of course you do. You're a suburban dad. I get it, man. It's a great movie. All right, now there's something called the walk of some faith, leap of faith. I don't know, but there's these certain steps you got to step on to get across. It's kind of the same thing when you go to fight Big Eye in Dragon Warrior Monsters. There's this invisible walkway that you got to try to cross. Maybe check to see if there's like some invisible walkway that maybe go back to that ladder, climb up, and try again. But try stepping on thin air. I know it's a little crazy, but I'd give it a shot.
What's my what's the floor? Is it like stone?
Yeah.
Is there like particles of dirt or stone that I can pick up?
There's like broken pieces of wood.
Can I like get a handful of it and toss it out and see if anything like hits an invisible pathway? Do you know what I mean?
Are you trying to like grab some, climb up the ladder, and then throw it out over the chasm?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm climbing
okay.
the ladder to back where I was at before I started running, and then I'm going to throw it out to see if I can see an invisible pathway.
Yep. So you do that, and it all back down into the chasm.
Well, I thought I had an idea there. Sorry about that, Bill.
Step out.
You can. Yep.
I'm not like jumping. I'm just like putting my foot out and feeling around out and then into the open space.
You feel empty air. So for mechanical purposes, this is a 15-foot wide hallway. and it's 5-foot sections. So if you decide to do anything, tell me which side you're going to do it on, left, middle, or right.
Start on the right.
You reach your foot out, and you feel nothing. You feel air. You feel.
I get it. It's the underground pass.
So
RuneScape.
the faith thing combined with the Indiana Jones reference makes you think that you do have to step out with some kind of purpose and not tentatively feeling around, just passively. You can put 2 and 2 together.
He takes his boat key out, takes a natty light out, he punctures the bottom of the natty light, pops the lid, shotguns the whole thing, and determines he wants to get to the other side of this chasm, and he just walks out.
On what side?
On the middle.
On the middle. You take a step out, full of faith and determination, and immediately plummet towards the bottom of the chasm.
I don't have a number of times I can use slow fall. It's just a reaction. Can I do it again?
Yeah.
Okay, I slow fall again, and I tuck and roll, and I go back up to the right side. I shotgun another natty light, and I take a step out with faith and determination.
You take a step out with faith and determination, and your foot finds solid ground.
Okay.
As you step out across the chasm into nothingness, you are 25% of the way across the chasm.
So I will take another step forward on the right side.
You take another step forward on the right side, your foot once again finds solid footing as you are standing on seemingly air.
I get more determined and a little bit more drunk, and I step over into the middle. I jump into like a middle platform.
You jump to a middle platform, and you once again find solid footing.
So if it's 20 feet across this chasm,
No.
how far across is it?
You're right, 20 feet across, you're right. 5-foot increments.
I have gone 1, 2, 3. I am 5 feet away.
No,
You're
went
10
one to
feet
the
away.
side.
You went one to the side, so you're
You
only
went
10
forward
feet. You're
twice and
halfway.
one to the side, so you're halfway.
Oh, so I
But you
haven't.
moved to the
Okay.
side.
I am going to, with more determination than before, step to the left again. So to the left side.
So you step to the left side again and immediately plummet into
Oh,
the chasm.
slow fall. I go back up. I get to the ledge. I go shotgun another natty light, and then I go on the right side.
So much beer on the floor because it's so much more efficient to do it on the side
man.
of the can than the bottom.
It doesn't matter. He's just basically just like showering in it at this point. So he does the right side once,
Yep.
and then the right side again. Then he goes to the
Yep.
left.
Yep.
Okay, so he's going to go
So you're
forward.
currently in the middle, and then you go forward, still in the middle, more solid footing.
So I am now 5 feet away.
You are now 5 feet away.
I am going to just jump.
All right, roll me a dex check or acrobatics check. It's easy
right, you're in
enough,
the-
but you still
hey,
have to do it.
Hey, you're in the tray, okay? You're in the tray. I'm taking good freaking care of you. Okay, sweet. Now, disgusting, awful, gross 20.
Yeah, so you easily make it the last 5 feet.
I shotgun form. No, I shotgun another beer. Just one.
Bill,
more.
I
But
sense
do it on the
success
bottom
in
to
your-
get max volume.
I sense
And I
some
pull
success
lever.
in your conscious.
As you're saying that, the door, Corey, that seam in front of you splits and door opens.
You just hear
my
Bill
lowly,
burp really loud.
seems my lowly water genasi intuition still seems to work a bit, and I swim forward.
All right, as you swim forward, the door behind you, seemingly with no for no reason.
Well, this
but you find
this seems
yourself-
a bit ominous.
You find yourself in a what is essentially a circular fishbowl, but it's enclosed.
Seems offensive.
Spherical.
But okay.
So you came in on one side, and there appears to be you can see a tube leading out the other side, and there's a seam where that tube is at. And next to that seam are 3 buttons. A red one, a blue one, and a green one.
Do I see anything else in this room?
That is it. Actually, roll me a perception check.
It's a 12.
You do notice a small maybe a foot in diameter tube at the top also.
Okay, so I see another entrance or another door that I could probably need to get through. The panel with the 3 buttons and the tube at the top.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go press the blue button.
I dated a girl named Tube in high school.
Well, now, Bill, I just plain old don't believe you.
Thanks, Dad.
Okay. So you go and you press the blue button. As soon as you press the button, you immediately feel the temperature in the fishbowl drop.
Well, this is just
And
uncomfortable.
It begins dropping to uncomfortable levels. Go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Green. After you steal yourself, hit the green.
Hang on.
Corey, our last name is Green.
Shut up. So you said a Constitution, so that is a 10. But I'm gonna go ahead and roll my psi bolstered knack dice. It's one of my psionic energy, where it's I get to roll
Gesundheit.
I get to roll a d8 and add it to my roll.
That's kind of sweet.
So I got a 16 total.
16 total. Okay, it's chilly at first, but you faced colder stares from the public before.
You're
So
not
you
wrong,
steal
man.
your
Being a
resolve.
woman, I see stuff like this all the time.
They
Now
get-
tell me, did I pass the check then?
You passed the check thing.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and.
Wait, how much damage does he take from the cold stares of the public? I'm very curious.
Well-
What's the
Well,
same
Bill,
order for that?
I take more damage, inflicted psychic damage on myself every day with my
I'll
self-deprecation.
say, honestly, most politicians might take a little, but he's what is it called? A psi knife or
Soul
psi
knife.
blade or
Soul
soul
knife.
knife. He's a soul knife. He deals with psychic damage every day.
He is psychic damage. He embodies psychic damage.
So the blue switch, whatever it is that appeared to be illuminating it, is now off, and now you have a green and a red switch.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and press that blue one again. Turn that back on.
It does nothing.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna go ahead and press. I'm gonna press that red button.
Okay, you press the red button, and
Try
at
to get
first
that
you
temperature
don't
back up to normal.
At first you don't hear anything, and then you hear just the slightest little, and you look up at that small foot in diameter opening, and you see swarms of small fish begin to swim out of it.
Hey, Bill, you
And-
hungry?
After swimming in random directions for a minute, they all immediately begin making a beeline towards you. You have a
Oh.
moment before they arrive.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of dodge out of the way. Can I use like a bonus action to disengage and move, or maybe make a dash action to get out of the way?
I'm trying to get dodge. I
You
feel
can. You can disengage and swim away if you'd like, but this is 30 feet across, remember? Just throwing
What's
it
your
out there.
swimming speed?
It's 30 feet. Well, then you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just throw a psychic blade at one of these there fish. The fish right in the front. See if I can't cleave through some of these bad boys.
All right. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
What do I add to it again? What did I say? A 6. Right?
Yeah, Dex plus proficiency.
All right. Well, that's a 10.
As your blade surges through the water towards them, they all dodge out of the way.
Well, then I'm gonna make a bonus action and attack with my other psychic blade.
Okay.
That's a 19.
That'll hit. You hit the fish right in front. Roll the damage.
That's 7 damage.
It passes right through the fish in the front, cuts it in half, and sinks into a fish right behind it. 12 with one blade.
And then they feel like real bad about themselves too, since it's psychic damage. Like they kind of get a little self-esteem issue.
No, actually, it's funny. The knife passes through them, but the only blood is coming out their eyes and ears.
Oh,
That's a bit terrifying.
So as the fish near you, they immediately start swarming, and you see as they get on you, sharp teeth and they begin tearing at its flesh. Well, that's a natural 20.
The fish crit fish.
Oh
Crit
no.
fish.
They're
Oh
crit
shoot!
fish.
Oh shoot! That's a school of criddle fish. Oh man.
You take 7 piercing damage.
Okay, I can do that.
Just because they crit doesn't mean they roll well for damage.
Well.
Okay.
And these, what you now can identify as piranha, are swarming around you.
You spelled
Roughly how many?
It's a swarm.
Oh, okay.
We didn't ask how many spiders you put on us, Corey, when you just swarm of spiders.
No, but I told you anyway. All right, can I?
So
Oh, you did.
and as this is happening, you do notice out of your periffs that the red button has stopped glowing.
As a free action, can I smack that green button?
As a free action, you can smack the green button, and as you do, Bill, door in front of you opens.
Oh, I barrel rolled.
But I'm still dealing with these fish.
The door in front of you remains closed.
All right, then I'm gonna pull out my rapier. And I'm gonna smack these fish.
Well, we are now in technical combat, so it is not your turn. It is Bill's turn.
I see the
All
door
right,
open,
Bill.
I'm
I
in the
got
middle
some
of chugging
piranhas
the beer.
swimming around me. I don't know if you have like
We're you're kind of like prepping for combat.
yeah, I got.
I see the door open, I choke on the beer. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. And I put it down, and I go through the door real fast.
Okay, so as you go through the door behind you does not close. You see a long hallway about 30 feet. Yeah, about 30 feet. And in the middle of the hallway, evenly spaced, every 10 feet, so it's 40, we'll say 50 feet, 60 feet. So 10 feet
Yeah,
off
stop putting feet on it, please.
it.
You literally doubled it from what you just said.
I did, because I wasn't thinking about spacing. I'm trying to help you.
Okay.
So 10 feet from the door, and every 10 feet after that, there are 4 total, large stone and iron statues in the way that are each brandishing what appears to be some kind of like a fisherman's spear. So it's got like that hooked end. It's got like the spear point with the hooked end on it. It's like almost like a harpoon type deal. And there are 4 of them, and as soon as you step into the room, all 4 of them face you.
Okay, so just real quick, so I get the visual right again. So it's 60 feet from my door to whatever the end is.
Yes, sir.
And for 40 feet, so 10-foot increments, there are statues. Are they like in the middle of this pathway?
They are in the middle of the pathway. Same width, 15 feet.
15 feet.
So
Cool.
there's
And
room
so
to go
there are-
on either side.
Okay, and they all, as soon as I entered, they all like.
At the ready.
Right. Is this my turn?
Yes, this is your turn, Bill.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. Well, balls. I'm gonna just. I'm gonna just start. Oh.
At the end of the hallway, you can barely make out a door with a lever next to it.
I'm gonna start running, and I'm gonna assume they're gonna attack me. So, can I, as an act, do I have my full action economy right now? My movement.
Yes,
action,
yes,
action?
you have your
Okay.
full movement, your action,
Okay.
everything. Yes.
Can I take an action to dodge while I move?
Yeah, mechanically, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so I'm going to move, and I'm
Yes.
going to go to the right of the first one. I'm going to
Okay.
take this. I'm going to take the dodge action while
Okay.
I'm like, as I'm coming up on him, I'm going to take the dodge action.
So that imposes disadvantage, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Does a 12 hit you?
It does not.
Okay. So the first one swings at you and misses. So 30 feet. So it's 10 feet off the door, and then another 10 feet past that. So you'll get to the second one.
And I can use my bonus action to spend a key point to take another dodge action.
Okay. All right.
So I'm going to do that.
All right.
Awesome.
Ugh. Called patient
Okay.
defense.
All right. So I love it. It's a great monk feature. But with disadvantage, he rolled a 19 and a 17.
That's valid. I had disadvantage. I rolled a 19 and a 16. It's possible. I'll take it.
So-
I'm a sturdy guy.
Well, that might be nice because, man, I've been rolling like dog crap all day.
Eek.
So you take 15 piercing damage as he pierces you with his spear.
Does he have to do that? Can he do anything else?
Ha!
Sir! Look,
No,
sir,
but-
can we have a conversation?
But he definitely rolled 2 6s on his d6 for attacks.
Ugh! Oh, I'm gonna. He pokes me in the stomach and I vomit a little bit of natty light out of my. Ugh! Oh, God.
Might be good to get some of that out of your system anyway, Bill.
I do have 40 feet of movement,
Okay.
but I'm not gonna take the last 10 feet.
Okay. So you're just gonna
So-
stay within range of one of them.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes. I'm gonna
Alright.
stay within range of the one that just made me burp a little bit.
So okay, that takes us to Aqua.
All right, little piranhas, I think it's time for you to meet your maker. Whether or not that's Poseidon, I don't know, but you're going to find out soon enough. All right. That is so cocked. And that's
That's what she said.
that's a 2. Okay.
Somebody didn't have a conversation with their dice before we started. Someone didn't
You
talk
are
to
not
them.
kidding. I am going to bonus action use my other psychic blade.
Okay.
See if I can't hit with that one.
You hit with that one last time, so.
I didn't this time. I got an 11.
Oh. Actually,
Good
11
dice,
hits.
11 hits?
11 hits. 11's the AC.
They are just
Gross.
They're just piranha, and they're kind of just swarming around without
4 damage.
Crittlefish.
4 damage. Okay, you managed to take out another piranha, and actually that crosses the threshold to take a die away from
Oh,
their
nice.
attacks. So
Okay,
it's
see,
their turn.
things are working out.
Oh, so this is
Pocket style.
exactly the same as the spiders. Their total HP was 22. Sorry,
Does a 12 hit?
They do
you?
have
a 12 does not hit me.
All right.
they do have a swarm. I think it's
so
like by its-
Bill, you
Yeah.
are up.
Okay, so I should have asked this before. Is the statue I'm at now? Is it gonna get an attack of opportunity as I leave its melee range?
Yes.
Ah, dicks. Okay. All right. Well, I'll take a dodge action right off the bat, and I'm going to the end of the hall. I'm gonna take a total of 3 attacks. Whatever.
Because
Fine.
I am a benevolent DM, I would highly encourage you to take a good look at your class features right now.
All right, let me say right now,
Is-
this is why D&D is so much better as a podcast instead of YouTube. Because, like, YouTube, you can see us looking around everywhere. Like, here's my dice over here. Here's my whiteboard. Here's my iPad and all that stuff, and I'm trying to talk. And if I try to cut out, like, all the blank parts, it's just going to be a bunch of us skipping all over the place. Whereas a podcast, like, you can't see any of that. It's just nice and floaty.
it wouldn't be us skipping all over. It would be us swooshing all over.
That's true.
But if there's this much, I'm not swooshing all over the place. That would get annoying. I do love the
That's
swoosh,
valid.
though. It's a fun swoosh.
All right. So Taylor, you are leaving that melee range.
Can I take a bonus? If I take the disengage action, does that help with all of them?
That will help you to evade 1 attack of opportunity.
Whatever. Okay, I will take the disengage action to avoid the attack of opportunity one from number 2. I will take the dodge action as a bonus action for the key point for number 3, and then I will just let number 4 do its worst to me. So
Okay,
number 2 can't attack me. Number 3 gets disadvantage. Number 4 gets
Yep.
full.
So number 2, 16 hit you?
Oh, my armor class is 34. Yeah, it hits
I'm
me.
assuming that it does hit you.
It
yes.
hits me. It hits me.
All right. It hits you for 6 piercing damage.
Oh, that's not bad.
See, that's better
That's
than the freaking
Then
what was it?
15?
15, yeah.
Agreed.
oh my
And
god.
I have
then-
a bad taste in my mouth.
So are you're going all the way to the end then?
Yes.
Okay.
But only 2 should be able to attack him, right?
3.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
only 2.
2 because the
Sorry.
first one disengage and then the second one,
Disadvantage.
All right.
Chill
So-
hit me.
the last one also hits with a 23.
Just don't do 24 damage.
Oh, that one did 13 damage. Woof.
You
And
feeling
you are
good,
now
Bill?
You are now at the lever, and
Yes.
you are just outside of his melee range.
And I kind of pull the lever. Kronk.
Pull the lever, Crunk. You pull the lever, and the door in front of Aqua opens.
I think it's my full.
Is it my turn?
Economy, so.
It is Aqua's turn.
It's Aqua's turn. Fish, don't think you're getting away that easy, all right? You hear me? All right, I'm going to go ahead and swing my rapier at the fish.
All right, swing your rapier at the fish.
I love this. I'm seeing a
hang
lot
on.
of bubbles in this situation.
Hang on one second.
A lot of swishing, a lot of bubbles, a lot of air displacement, if you will.
All right. I got a 22 to hit.
That'll do it.
Okay.
He's 23, sorry.
That is 7 damage.
All right.
Now, being the petty water genie that I am, I'm gonna go ahead and take my bonus action instead of disengage. I'm gonna attack him with my other psychic blade.
Attack him again. You take out a couple with your first swipe with your rapier.
I got an 11
Pull
to
up.
hit
It gotcha.
That hits? Sorry, I just remember it from last
for
time.
a total
I'm not
of 6 damage.
For a total of 6 damage, there is a singular piranha remaining.
There's still what?
Eat
I'm
it.
sorry.
Eat it.
It doesn't have the exact same stats.
All right.
You can't metagame me.
Well, then I'm gonna go. Oh, I already disengaged.
Grapple it.
Grapple it. Grapple it by its head off.
I'm
You
gonna-
didn't disengage. You chose not to disengage.
I do still have my movement, but I think, you know what? I'm just gonna stick right here and try to fight this thing.
All right. It's his turn.
The one that's left. By its head off.
Roll the 12.
No, sir, that don't hit me.
All right. So Bill, we're up to you. And I will mention something I forgot to mention, that you do each have 2 potions of healing.
Bless! Okay,
Perfect.
well, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna eat the whole thing, glass and all.
Jeez.
I'm not gonna eat the glass.
This is not
that. This is
'Cause
not
this is-
a tag.
This is 100% going to turn into 7 days to die if you do
I was
that.
gonna say, this is not a tactical death in 7 days to die. No, is it just normal, the 2d4 plus 2, or?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna drink one of them.
All right.
Alright,
They're 2d4
2d4,
plus 4, right?
so that's 2, so that's 2. 4,
2d4
so I
plus
got
2.
6 hit points back. That's kind of garbage, but whatever. Could have rolled
Fair
better, but I
enough.
could have rolled worse. Still not at half health left, but we're gonna move on anyway.
All right, Aqua. Or no, Bill. Go ahead.
I'm gonna take my bonus action and my movement to throw as many middle fingers at these statues as possible.
They are just motionless, just staring you down.
You know, Bill, that's why-
I reveal one nut. Get one nut out. Check this out. Yeah, come
You
get
know,
it.
Bill, this is why I
You
like working
think-
with you so much. You're just so spunky. I love it.
You think for a second that they kind of like twitch a little at that, but maybe you're just drunk.
You like that? You like
But-
that? You like that?
Guess what?
Aqua,
They're already
it's your
rock hard. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Oh.
Okay, well, I just went ahead and rolled both of my attacks at once on this fish.
Yes. Thank you.
My first one, I got a +6, a 14. My second one,
You literally just need to land a hit. It has 1 HP.
okay, my second one, I rolled a nat one. So okay, yeah, I kill it.
but it's
I still want to. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and actually pretend like that was an unarmed strike, and I'm just gonna. No, I can't, because then it wouldn't work. But I'm gonna psychic blade skewer it, and then just bite its head off.
All right.
Go,
Being a water genasi, this is the move that you're familiar with.
It's actually kind of crazy. You regain 8 hit points from that. It's the craziest thing. Like, whoa.
Turns
it was
out I'm
filled with
also a
health potions.
vampire. I'm a water genie vampire.
All right, so you are now, having resisted the cold, having fought off the piranha, are floating in front of an open door.
So all I had to do was press the green button.
Yes.
That felt too
you
obvious to
literally-
me.
Mind
gotcha.
games.
So I'm gonna go ahead and swim right on through this door then.
Swim right on through. As you do, the door slides shut behind you.
Love it. It's not ominous at all.
Aqua, you are now in a larger, slightly larger, it's about 40 feet across, spherical chamber again. This one has various nozzles that are pointing in from the top. And at the far side is a lever on the wall.
So there's nozzles at the top, but it's all encased in water. There's no like air or anything up there.
It's all water.
But there's
Yep,
nozzles.
It's all,
there's
nozzles
bathroom
poking
faucets.
through. Like they're sealed. Yeah, essentially. Fancier versions. Yeah.
Bickets.
And a door. And
a
there's
door.
nothing different about any of the nozzles. No way they're placed that I should be aware of. They're just how many of them?
4. Perfectly spaced. Arranged.
All right. Well, there's not much to think about. I'm just gonna grab the one closest to me on the right, probably, and give that one a little twist.
You're gonna touch the nozzles?
Don't they twist?
Not the lever?
No. It's not a handle. It's not a.
When I
it's the
think
nozzle.
when I think
It's got
nozzle,
a
I
small
think
opening in it.
Why am I blanking on what a nozzle is?
A nozzle. It's like.
Can it be like
end-
a hose spigot without the twisty thing?
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
Oh, pull the lever then.
All right. So as you start to swim over to the lever, and
I ignore everything you're saying and pull the lever.
you pull the lever. Okay. As you pull the lever, you hear 2 things. First off is this odd hiss coming from the nozzles. You look up, and the water is becoming discolored at the top. Bill, the door in front of you opens. And
Bill, are you
what you're
through that
looking-
door?
Yes.
I'm pushing that lever back up.
And nothing changes.
I love it.
Still,
Okay. I'm about to be
Uh,
killed by some noxious fume entering this water. I want you to go ahead and take my body and do something completely horrible with it because I don't deserve a proper burial. So just keep that in
Or
mind.
I'll just move with, or hopefully I can move with urgency and you'll survive. That's another possibility.
Why are you writing something down after I just said that?
Just
I don't
give
like
him a
that.
second.
I was just, it has nothing to do with what you said. I was just rolling initiative.
Love it. Love it. Okay.
So, Bill, the door slides open to you. What you're looking into now is almost like another one of those observation rooms, only it's much larger, about 60 feet, and it's square. There are various instruments in this room. There's like
A cello and a
tanks,
saxophone.
and there are tanks, and there are consoles, key like with like arcane like symbols that are moving around, like glyphs that are kind of floating above them. You can't make heads or tails of it right off the bat. But
It's like that iPad I got for Billy.
it's very
Little single look of it.
it's very humid in here. There's lots of condensation all over everything. So what? And if you look over, you can see a spherical tank, with nozzles pointing into it. You can see Aqua floating in this tank. He has just, he's over by a lever. Aqua, you look over now. You can see this square observation room. Bill, there's lots of condensation in your room, and as that's happening, in Aqua in your room, you can feel the water level start to lower a little bit. And you kind of see in this water a humanoid shape start to kind of form from the water. At the same time, Bill, in your room, the condensation starts to drop faster and faster. It starts to gather on the floor and form up into a humanoid figure, as some form of being made of water stands in front of both of you. And I think at 10:30, that will be part 1.
That's a good place to stop it, yeah.
Okay, I just want to
we-
make sure he understands that I'm the former overseer of the sleeper ward in the River District. So if he could please be so kind as to not attack, then we can maybe have a discussion like gentlemen. One gentleman and one water genii. Then that would be great.
I think maybe Aqua can write up a proposal for him to sign to maybe get him to not attack us.
Excuse me,
Yeah.
sir. If you sign this
Really not
proposal and you don't attack me, then I guarantee you I get you some cleaner water up in here, and you don't ever have to
creature
worry about being that
that-
color
the-
ever again.
The creature gets into your telepathic water genasi thought speech soul knife garbage, and it says, "Oh, a nice discussion like you had with the people of the sleeper district of the river ward, or sleeper ward of the river district." I got that a little backwards.
Excuse me, sir, but I don't think you have the right to speak to me that way. I am the former overseer of the sleeper ward in the river district, and I do not appreciate this. I still have connections. You'll see once I'm topside again.
Former,
I bet if you tell them that what you are one more time, all your problems will go away.
I think you're right, Bill. I am the former overseer of the sleeper ward in the river district.
You have no power here.
You have no power here. Aqua the Fina.
Aquafina, the water genasi.
I prefer water Jenny. I know most find it derogatory, but I think it fits my race quite well, thank you.
I considered using both of my health potions, and I should have.
Well, we don't know that we have to fight this thing. We might, although this is like, if we do, like, if this is something where like this thing is attacking you and it's attacking me, but it has the same health pool as each other, that'll be a baller fight. To be fighting separately but fighting the same thing, that's really cool.
So
That's what I was
normally I play things pretty close to the vest. I don't like to disclose a lot of the fun things I do, but that's exactly what it's.
I'm so excited! I'm so excited for it.
That's what I figured. That's what was gonna happen.
That is so
God.
cool. There's
I bet you diplomacy is not going to be a huge part of this whole thing, though, because my charisma is +1, and that's it.
Your charisma, mine is also +1, but I made sure to put my expertise in deception and persuasion because I'm a politician, so they are both 7.
Perfect.
That was smart, actually. That was very smart.
I like when you play true to the characters.
Well, anyway, I think that's a great place to sign off with our wonderful, beautiful, gorgeous, awesome, amazingly talented viewers.
Well, that's because our vodcast, YouTube show thing, much like playing Dungeons & Dragons, is very good.
I guess.
Gosh dang it! You didn't say to go to our stuff, all of our stuff. Go to all our stuff. Just look in the description. Go to all our stuff. Remember,
All right,
it's
check
very
it out,
good. It's very
right?
good.
You guys are already on our YouTube right now.
Welcome.
Check out Facebook. Check out Twitter. Check out TikTok. We are ever expanding. Maybe someday we'll do one of your other social media, like Instagram or Instagram or
So many. There's so many.
I believe
Tumblr.
it is.
That's a thing.
Instant gramophone.
Ah, that's what it is. Instant gramophone.
I
I
wanna
knew,
die.
I knew I was close.
I want to die so hard.
But we'll branch out. There's Tumblr. There's OnlyFans.
Yeah, but what are you
get to 'em all.
gonna do with Tumblr? Are you gonna put a drink in there and just drink it all day? You're just gonna drink right out of that tumbler? Is that what you're gonna do with that? Huh? Maybe get on 4chan and drink your
Can we
tumbler.
get a live journal?
Like, comment, subscribe,
Make sure you-
socials.
For our
Make
live
sure,
journal?
make sure you get on our Zanga. Check us out on Zanga, and and there goes Coty. Remember, it's very good, very good. Bye.
Bye.